Okay, are we live? Let's see. Let's see. Are we live or not? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see first. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Okay, okay, okay. All right, let me set up some things. Right, let me set up. Okay, just a second, guys. Just a second. Okay, let's start streaming on Twitch also. Okay, are we live on Twitch? Let's check. Live on Twitch. Let's check. Yeah, here we are on Twitch. All right, we are perfectly fine with the stream. Okay, audio check complete, video check complete, and my face cam is also working. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. So, hello everyone. Welcome. It's day one of our stream. Okay. Yeah, we are good. Let me just grab the chat also, just for a moment. Chat. Okay. Our stream chat. We have all our chats are set up. And this is our only YouTube chat. Okay, here we have our YouTube chat. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the day one of our stream. Uh, I am Ashish, and I'm learning to become capable of building an operating system, a programming language, a shell, and a compiler from scratch over the next 6 months. But before I can build any of that, I need to understand memory at a mechanical level, right? So today we are doing prerequisite point one, pointer and memory drills. There are no videos, no tutorials, only documentation, just experiments and building intuitions. So this is me learning in public for the very first time on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So we'll, yeah, I'll make mistakes. If you are experienced, call out my errors. If you are learning, so struggle with me. But before we dive into the code, let me tell you what this is all about, what I am doing today, this week, over the next 6 months, and why I am doing all of this publicly and here. So, um, so today I'm working through C memory fundamentals, pointers, stack, heap, pass by value, pass by pointer, the stuff that continues, the stuff this stuff confuses everyone at first, right? So this week I'll complete pre-month zero, which is all about C mechanical fluency. Let me pull out the roadmap for this as well, just to show you what I'm talking about pre-month zero and pre-month point one. So let me pull out the roadmap as well. So this is our roadmap that I'll be following, and I hope I'm audible at the same time, right? So this is the whole roadmap that I will be following, and I'm talking about this to complete today. These are prerequisite point one, pointer and memory drills, stack versus heap variable experiments, pass variables by value versus pointer, modify through pointer, print addresses, right? Okay. This is the whole roadmap that I will be following over the next 6 months. Uh, it contains a lot of projects around C uh, at the very nerd level of technicalities, right? It basically covers system programming. Like you can see, there are a lot of projects over it. So yeah, for the next 6 months, I'll be doing this. And this week, I'm targeting this pre-month of C mechanical fluency. All these phases we have to complete today. So, okay, yeah. Let me check am I audible or not. Let me check am I audible. Yes. Yeah, I hope my okay. I can see I'm audible. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. So, how long will this course of walkthrough take? Yeah, mm, you know, hey, we are talking about operating system and compilers, and the tech nerd levels. Uh, this probably like I am targeting for the next 6 to 9 months. It will take time because there are a lot of technicalities that comes while building an operating system that we have to tackle. Yeah. So yes, so this week I'll complete pre-month zero, which is all about C mechanical fluency, getting comfortable with memory ownerships and understanding where data actually lives. And this month I'll build some projects around it as well. Let me show you the projects that I will build. And by the way, I will link this roadmap if anyone of you wants to follow, right? I will link this roadmap in the description box. Okay, yeah. So there are some projects that I'll be following, and we'll be building. So yeah, dynamic vector library. This covers a lot of about your mm, memory, uh, dynamic memory. This covers a lot about dynamic memory, right? So we'll be building these projects. And over the next 6 months, the full journey that I showed you about month one, month two, where we will tackle low level thinking, data structures, and the month three, we will be actually learning about the concepts of operating system. And in month four, we will, you know, tackle all the challenges that comes through operating system internals and memory management. And month five, we will go into deep about understanding compilers, how to do work and everything. And not only we will just you know build projects, build things. We will be learning and reading research papers. We'll be following some good content here. Like you can see, Stanford CS 143 will be following all these contents. Okay, yeah. This is the whole journey, the whole roadmap that I'll be following through this. And by the end of this roadmap, I want to be capable of building the tools that other programmers use. But uh, that's just one of the part I'll be doing. See, I have different goals through. So let me break down why I'm doing this and what I'm actually working towards, right? So first, this is very important, right? So yeah. So at first, deep understanding is really important of all these concepts, of all the low-level system things that most of the coders skip. There's this famous saying by a you know I think the founder of C language. I'm forgetting the name actually. He says about programmers and coders. So I'm here and uh, learning things which really uh, aligns with the programmers. So yeah, firstly, deep understanding. I just don't want to use tools, and this is the trend uh, in this new tech world now, using different tools for different projects. Vibe coding is such a uh, big term nowadays. So yeah, I want to skip all of that. Not skip actually, just uh, use all those tools and combining with the low level programming, right? So I want to understand how they are built, how does a shell actually work, how does memory allocation work, how do compilers turn code into executables. I want to think at the system level. And second, build real infrastructure. After these 6 months, I want to be capable of building operating system components, programming language runtime, developer tools, and compilers, right? Uh, and third, here's the reality. Uh, I'm building a startup in parallel to this learning journey. I'll be streaming my startup work too. The building, the failures, the pivots, the customer conversations, the technical decisions, and the real stuff. Why both? Because system knowledge isn't isolated, right? It makes us a better builder, better technical founder, better decision maker across everything we build, right? Yeah. And finally, career and business growth, long-term success. I want to work on systems, software, compilers, or infrastructure while building some good products that will really be helpful to not just me, but to a vast number of people, right? So on this stream, I'll be mixing three core areas. About 30 to 40% of my stream will be system programming, C, OS, internals, and another 25 to 30% will be starter building, and another 30% will be some AI working with real data sets, machine learning data science projects as well. right? And I'll be streaming around 2 to 3 days. And 2 to 3 days, maybe two times a day is possible, right? And it will be around 2 to 3 hours. Okay, yeah. And so we should start what we are supposed to do today. And today, the thing we are working at is pointers, understanding pointers and memory drills in C. Let's understand where data actually lives. Later this week, data science projects and more startup updates. Okay, and I'll link uh, my socials and Discord as well. Make sure to join Discord and make sure to hit subscribe button or follow button, whatever you want to do, whatever what makes you happy to do, right? So yeah, here we are learning about pointers and memories in C. Just let me check if the stream is working good here on Twitch as well. Yeah, I'm sure it will working fine. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. We have to understand how C memory actually works. You know, and yeah, by the way, this is the book I'm following. This is the very famous book that I think all beginners should take a look at. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of debatable because people think that this book is quite old. So, but still, old is gold, and it still makes sense. So, yeah. Okay, let's tell you the name of the book. The name of the book is This is a very famous book, and I'm sure most of you have heard of this as well. Yeah, this is the book, The C Programming Language. Okay, this is the this is kind of Oxford Dictionary for English. This is the C programming language. Okay, and here we go at the pointers and arrays. Well, by the way, if you guys are thinking what I'm using, what this ID is, it is NeoVim, and the tiling manager I'm using is uh, Aerospace. I'm sure I'm taking the name correct. Yeah, it's Aerospace. Basically, it just helps you navigate all the tiles, all the windows, all the mm, things we have opened on our desktop, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So pointers and arrays, and we will just going through very briefly, not very into the deep, because I'm sure some of you can. I mean, some of you will be get bored. Yeah. Mm. This is the thing that you have to understand. Pointers have been lumped. And yeah, yeah, actually, the thing that I was saying about passing by value and uh, passing by value, and this is how C language works actually at the very core level, at the memory level. Everything are passed by value, right? And it doesn't changes uh, your values. I mean, let's say if let's say make a file where we are programming C language where we are here. See where I have opened this. Let's see. Okay, okay. Okay, what I want to do, show you exactly. Yes. Okay. Now just look at this example. You will be able to understand. What does actually passing by value means here? What they are trying to say to us that mm, maybe I'm going out of the frame. So keep this over here and this. Yeah. Now I won't go out of the frame. Right. Yes. Now I won't go out of the frame. Yeah. That's good. So what are they actually trying to say? Let's understand. Just a second. Okay. Let's see. What does mean pass by value? Right. Let's suppose we have a value of something 10. Right. Now we want to look at what the value of x is. Right. Like let's say before function executed, value was x. Right. Yeah. Let me make the size a bit bigger than this. Yep. And we are talking about this function, right? It can update value when it is receiving another value, and y is y plus 5. I think it can be right. We don't want to do anything because we just want to change the value. Okay, yeah. And here we will execute our function by passing the value. Okay. After function executed, right? And mm, and if you're wondering what is this percent d is, this is just a way to call the our okay. This is compiled. Now let's see. Look, the values are same, but the thing is we have passed this x through this function, So the value that we expected should be 15 because we have passed it to the function that update value. But this is the thing with the C language that we have to uh, do everything, right? I mean, we are responsible for whatever is happening behind the screen, right? We just can't write the code and think that okay, we have written the code, we have functions, we have values now. Uh, Now this program will execute on its own. No, this won't happen. This is why C is a low-level language, right? The thing what C do, it always passes by value. No matter what, it will pass everything by value, right? So this is on us that things get changed, values get updated. So that's why we use pointers. And this is the whole concept about pointers that C passes by value from in functions, right? They what they do is what happened actually here is x was initially 10, right? What happened when we called the function? What happened actually? This update value function got x, but the copy of x, copy of variable x. This function got the copy of variable x, not the real value of x, right? And here what happened? Here x became 15, okay? But this wasn't returned to the original value of our x. It won't get updated because that update value function received the copy of the variable x. It received the copy of the variable x. It received the 10 value, but it doesn't know where this 10 comes from, right? This is the concept about passes by value, and that's why passing by reference is really important, right? Any changes made to that parameter inside the function do not affect the original variable in the caller. It won't affect the original value. It won't. Because there are now two separate copies that exist in memory. The original variable in the caller function and the or function's local copy. This contains the function local copy, right? This is the thing about passing just by value. Because C says that okay, I will do my work and I believe in you. So you are the responsible person. You have to make sure that you are giving me right values, you are giving me right references, you are giving me right addresses, right? This is the thing about passing by value. That's why pointers comes into the picture, right? Because just look at this. Just look at this. A typical machine has an array of consecutively numbered or address memory cells that may be manipulated individually or in contiguous groups. All right, right? Yeah, look at this. P is equals to and C, right? Now the thing with passing by reference, right? This is important and the more classical way to do things and to get things done. In pass by reference, the function modify the address of the variable instead of a copy. I mean, what happens actually? It receives the address of the variable. This function will receive the address of the variable, not only the value, but the address of the variable it will receive, right? and then the function can directly modify the original variable in the caller, right? And this function will be, okay, yes, for sure. Mm, just a second. I mean, the thing with this NeoVim terminal is we cannot increase the size of the terminal. It stays the same. But let me check if there are any options to change the size, or maybe zoom in to the, let's see, let's see. Yeah. Oh, nah, it doesn't, but I'll look at this. Okay, okay, okay. So let's come back to the topic what we were discussing about. We were discussing about passing by reference, yeah. And I was saying that this function will receive the address of the variable, not just the copy of the variable, right? Like it won't get just 10. This function will not receive just the value 10 as it will receiving uh, earlier when we passing by value, right? Now it will receive the address of the variable x, and only, right. And this AND operator gives the address of the variable, like here. Look at this AND, right? Now here we have integer x, it has a value 10. So what does this star IP actually means? When we assign IP is equals to AND x, this is the pointer. What is actually doing? This pointer is actually uh, pointing to the address of the C, this IP, right? This IP pointing to the address of the this x value, right? This x variable, and this and x stores the address of the variable x. Okay, अनिकेत खेल खत्म. Big fan, big fan, sir, big fan, big fan. So let's look at this. Where is pointers? I will be able to see. Look, what this IP actually giving to us. See, this x has a value 10, right? And this IP is the pointer, okay? And we have assigned the IP, and we have assigned the address of this variable to our pointer IP, okay? Now, what this will give you, and this percent %p actually gives us the address of the our variable, and this is the address. This is the address where our x variable is stored, right? And the value of this x is stored at this address. So this pointer IP is actually pointing towards this address of the x. Okay, so this is the whole concept about passing by reference. We are just not passing the value now. Okay, our function won't just receive the copy of the copy of this x variable, because it doesn't make any sense if we want to update our value, right? Uh, okay, that's why passing by reference and giving the exact address of this variable will result in updating our values. Okay, and we can see, right, this is actually the address of the variable or x, and if we assign this y, which is the 20, which was 20 initially, and if we you know uh, assigns our pointer ip to the variable y, now this can be confusing, like what is this ip and what this star ip is. Here this star is the dereferencing operator. You can see over here, the star is the dereferencing operator. Okay, when applied to pointer, it accesses the object the pointer points to. Suppose that x and y are integers like we have here. Okay, so so it actually stores the value of the variable x. We can get it here. The value of x is percent d. Let's see, we surely should have the SSA pointers. And now look, see, this is the dereferencing operator, and this actually stores the value of our variable x. This IP just stores the address of our variable, and this star, just due to this star, this operator, uh, our pointer reference to the value that is stored at this particular address. Okay, and now if we assign our y variable, which was initially 20, which has this value 20 initially, and when we assign our pointer, which was directing towards the address x, right? Now what will happen? Maybe you can guess that y was 20 initially, so here the value of y, you can see it has become 10. Why it happened? Because this ip, this star ip, is nothing but the value of our variable x. This is the real value. Okay, this stores the variable value of x, so we are just assigning the value of x to the y. And this works same as the increment operator. Okay, like we do x plus plus and x minus minus, increment or decrement, right? This works the same. uh, it was 10 initially, then it will become 11, right? And if we make this just a second, guys, right? And if we you know and if we assign this pointer a value 0, so the new value will become what? 0. The new value of x will become 0. This is why passing by reference is important. This is why the concept of pointers in C language is really important. This is the uh, you know we can say this is the very uh, basic thing of C, because C believes a lot in us, right? Okay, so yeah, we just change the value here of x by assigning our pointer a value of 0, right? Yeah, and look, uh, this is our array. Okay, and our okay, and this is a similar concept about now we assigned our pointer the address of our this array. Okay, so and one important thing to keep in mind is uh, when our function is executed, right? When our function is executed, all of this code lives on the stack memory, right? We will we will talk about dynamic memory, the malloc, realloc, and calloc things. But before jumping on that, we need to understand the stack memory concept, right? All these functions uh, are staying on the top of stack memory, and when this function is returned, see this return 0, when this function is returned, all of the data is gone, right? All of the data is gone. And if you'll try to like making any different function, let's say anything, get value, whatever, right? And if you will try to write some code and get all this value, okay, like if I do the address of array z is, you know now this function is returned all the pointers. This pointer ip is now become a dangling pointer. Dangling means it's a simple dangling means it is pointing to towards nothing, emptiness, right? You can get undefined behavior here, and that's why when we talk about undefined behavior, uh, here is this a really nice uh, article to read about undefined behavior in C and C++. We will jump onto it. Okay, so this is the concept about dangling pointer. Um Once our function is returned, once our function is completed, all the pointers, all the data is gone, and now the pointers, the dangling pointers, they are pointing towards nothing, maybe undefined behavior. Undefined behavior is not like you'll face any errors. It's just uh, you will get random values, right? You will get random values, which won't make any sense because here you have specified 10, 20, and this an empty array. You will think that okay, I will get address similar to this, but no, it won't happen. You will receive different values. Okay, so once the function is returned, the memory of these functions, the data, everything is gone, and stack memory becomes empty, or will store different values that are running in your computer, right? Okay, now look at this. Mm, we have looked at it. After assigning this IP to to our array, now it will store the address of this array z. Here we have seen this. First, this IP was storing the address of x variable, which was this. This is the address of the x variable. Okay, and this is the address of the our array. And this IDE is actually neovim. Uh, yeah, okay. That's why the declaration of x, y, z, what we all see in a long direction. This is all showing about the values. This IP, if this IP is pointing at our variable x, then this star IP or asterisk IP will store the value of our variable x, and this is just the incrementation, right? So this will be our value of x will be incremented by 10, and it will become 20. Okay. I mean, I can show you this over here as well. Now, one after incrementation, the value of x becomes %d x. Okay, we have errors. What is this error? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Um, Now look at the value of x. First, it was 10 initially. Now, after the incrementation, it becomes 20, right? The thing is, yeah. So this and stores the address, and this is the dereferencing operator. Okay, takes whatever IP points at. Okay, yeah. Well, basically we have covered all what it was saying, passing by reference and passing by value difference. Okay, now this is important. Pointers and function arguments. Since C passes arguments to function by values, there is no direct way for the called function. The question is, can I add two addresses to reach another address? Can you add two addresses? I mean, two addresses. How you are supposed to add two addresses? It's a bit unclear. Okay. Okay. Let's jump to the next topic. Let me put first our what we are doing over here. Let me just put that first. Just a second. In the comment section, let me put it. Just a minute. Okay. And this is the thing about with Mac. My Mac is hitting now, and because I'm running a lot of applications, I think OBS is quite. I think yeah, I can see now our stream is lagging. Is the stream lagging? I think it is. Is it going good or is it buffering? Is it still buffering? Wait a second, guys. I will be back. I will be back. I will be back. Okay, hello, hello, hello. I think I'm audible. I'm audible and it's not buffering now. Okay, I hope it's not buffering now and it's not lagging now. I I hope it's all good. Let me check. Let me check once. If my voice is breaking or not, let me check it once. I hope my voice is clear now. Let me check again. Okay, 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 okay. We are good to go. Yes, we are good to go. Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm using MacBook, so it gets heated uh, if if we are using a lot of heavy applications, right? Well, yeah. Let me check that Twitch as well because YouTube one is going good. Let me check the Twitch as well. Just a second, guys. Okay, I think Twitch is working really good. Yes, it's going good. It's going good. is pinning. Okay, let's go. Let me pin it as well. Okay, okay, okay. Let me post a comment in. Oh, yeah. Right. I have pinned the message as well. Okay, it's good. Let me check the Twitch just for a second. What's going on in there? Okay, okay. Here we are, and yeah, it's good. Okay, good. Okay. Now let's see pointers and functions arguments. Since we passes arguments to function, well, let's save our changes before. And this is, guys, I'm using lazy git. Uh, this is also, an extension, or like, as we have extensions in our VS Code and in our IDEs, in our different IDEs, IntelliJ, PyCharm, VS Code, and so LazyGit is also kind of extension in an easy language. Is kind of an extension for Neovim to make our commits, to make our every commit message, our every adding and deleting files, everything easy. So this is our commit message, and now we will do with a capital P push. And guys, look, it is already pushed to our repository. Simple stuff. This is all the history of our commits. You can see this one I made 15 seconds ago. This one was 7 days ago. This was one 9 days ago. This one 9 days, 9 days. It stores the get history as well, and we can see our commit history. what are the changes we have made, right? New is a good option to use. This is how. So, yeah. Okay, back to our topic. Well, I will link all these. Okay, let me put the links for the. Let me put the links. This is the gain C, right? This is our gain C. I showed you about what are the resources I'm referring to. This is the K and we will be doing our chapters 1 to 4 for this particular section of our journey. Okay, this is pre-month O challenge we are doing. This is our K&R. I am putting the link in the chat. If you guys wanna access to it, read through it, you can. This is a really good book for everyone to understand uh, how C language works, right? I think it is a must read for all. It is a must read. Whoever says to you that C language is not so important now, we can use AI tools and all. This is all rubbish. This is all rubbish. We need to understand the basics. We need to uh, get attached to the roots of programming world. You know, let me just pull out that uh, really nice line about programmers and uh, coders. Let me pull out that line. Who said? I just forgot the name. I mean, yeah, that was like programming is creating the logic and coding is translating that logic into code. That's why programming and coding are two different things, not one. That's why it is known as vibe coding, not vibe programming. That is the difference I want you guys to understand about programming and coding. That we should really stay intact to the roots of the programming world, which is C and C++, basically C language. I mean, yeah, not assembly. Assembly is quite hard to, get a good grasp of it. So yeah, let me uh, put the link to this. Oh, come on. Okay. These are the links you can refer to read the book and read the blogs. This article as well. This article is really a must read, I must say. I have given the link, and I insist you guys should read. So, yeah, let's now understand about pointers and function arguments. Right? Since he passes arguments to functions by values. Yeah, this is the same thing I was talking about. about passing by value and passing by reference, right? Here are x, value of x goes to the function by value, not by reference, because it just receives the copy of the value of x. Okay, let's see this example. I have done it. I'm sure. Look at this. This is the whole example. Here, what we are doing actually. Here we are passing the, look at this, and A and B. And what are these and A and B actually are? These are the addresses of these variables, right? These are the addresses of these variables. Okay. Let me show you the addresses of A and B are, if we say that and star IP, this is what we are doing, right? Do that and then assign our, sorry, this, this is the way. And if I do, I mean, we don't have to do this. Why assigning a pointer, right? We can just percent %p and again percent %p, and now we can access our values. If we copy, look at this. This and A, this is the address of and A. I mean, this is the address of our variable A, and this is the address of our variable B. These both are the addresses, right? Now here we are passing the addresses. We are not doing. I mean, let's see an example of actually what I am trying to say. We are not passing this. Okay, if we pass this, okay, there's a lot of it. Okay, uh, there. Just see what we were doing here. What are you doing here now? We are just passing value of A and value of B. We are passing the values of A and B, the copies of values of A and B, not by references. Like, look, here we pass just this 10 and 20 as the value, as they are the values of A and B, and this receives the values of A and B, and it doesn't matter what these functions do. It will be just modifying the values of the copies of these variables a and b, not the original values. Okay, that's why we were passing the addresses, right? That is why we were doing this. This is why we were passing by reference. This I do. Okay, this is why we were doing it, doing this way, by passing by. Okay, we have some errors here, but what error? Okay, now see, the values have swapped. Okay, now we have 20 at the place of 10 and 10 at the place of 20. This is the whole scenario. Now it will receive the addresses, you know, the addresses of the variables of a and b, and these pointers are pointing towards the address of these variables. Okay, so this is what it is trying to teach us, right? uh, yeah, this is the real scenario. If you pass by value, right, because of call by value, swap can't affect the arguments a and b in the routine that called it, right? The functional swaps copies of a and b, just the copies of a and b, not the original values of a and b, just the copies of a and b. The way to obtain, okay, and if we pass by reference, since the operator uh, and produces the address of the variable, this operator produces the address of the variable of a and b. We have seen here, these are the addresses. Okay, this is the pointer to a. In swap itself, the parameters are declared as pointers. Look, these are pointers. Now this store uh, this dereferencing operator points at the address of this variable a, where the value of a, which is 10, is stored. Okay, this is how it goes. uh, you know, targeting the memory, pointing towards the memory, and this a and b get swapped. And here's one more thing, at the in just 10 minutes we will play some chess, we will solve some chess puzzles as well. You know, it should be both ways, a bit study and a bit more of entertainment, and chess is an entertainment. Okay, points arguments for function, and I hope I am audible. Okay, I hope I'm audible to all, and this is going good. Yeah, and yeah, this is the first ever stream I ever did in my life. Not the last, obviously, not the last. The first, it is the first stream, not the last. We will do more of streams, and I will try to, you know, stay to the topics because this is the first time I have to see a lot of things, like if my chat is uh, visible, if my voice isn't breaking, if the my face is showing clearly or not, if my display is visible to you people or not. There are a lot of technicalities uh, that comes under the hood to produce these streams. So this is my first time and will be much better from this in the streaming world and with our all the concepts that we are studying. Okay. So I think uh, this is enough for today. And now just at today, look at a few examples. Then we will go to the chess. We will play some chess, some puzzles. Okay. 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 I wanted to understand these concepts very clearly about memory, stack, and dynamic memory. Okay, we will discuss all these in our upcoming sessions, in our upcoming streams, and this will be happening regularly. Maybe tomorrow it will happen around 4 p.m. If not tomorrow, then 110% will be streaming on Sunday at the same time, 10. Okay. Why over stuff? Uh, mm, you know, uh, it can be it is more of a personal decision for me to study over stuff because since I've seen that movie Iron Man back in 2013 14, uh, I've been very aligned towards uh, the the technical world. How does this programming and coding works, right? We all have been a fan of Iron Man, right? We all have seen Jarvis, and this really fascinates me. And you know, Jarvis was itself, uh, yeah, that was imaginary, but still a very capable operating system. Not just an AI, it was so capable of doing a lot of things. And we all have seen how AI is growing day after day, day after day, and we all have different applications and different AI models, LLMs, obviously, uh, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and a lot more LLMs coming every day, right? But operating system still stays the same. Okay, we have ChatGPT, we have LLMs, but they are not working, very well aligned with the operating systems. It is more of my personal aspiration to study over stuff because I just want because I'm just a nerd. I'm a nerd. Yeah, you can say that. I really enjoy studying uh, these low-level systems, right? Uh, and I do want to, uh, let's just say, build an operating system that will be capable of doing a lot of things than we just imagine. Let's just say building an Jarvis. Uh, not exactly Jarvis, but building an operating system that will have the capabilities of AI, that will have the capabilities of inbuilt AI, right? That's why I'm studying operating system. Uh, yeah, it's just my personal goal, or you can say it's more of my personal um, project to build some cool operating system. Uh, we have we all have seen Linus Torvalds, right? How he do all of that things, how he build Unix system, right? So yeah, I do want to work on operating system, but giving operating system some more powers rather than just we see today. That is the whole uh, ambition or goal of me. That's why I'm studying operating system, and yeah, that's the reason. Well, thank you for your chat. This was my first time interacting with chat. Thank you for it. Jane's the movie. Yeah, thank you. We will be doing more of this stuff: operating system, C language, and more low level systems. Okay, we will be doing a lot more. So uh, stay in touch with the channel. Make sure to follow. Make sure to hit subscribe button if you are watching on YouTube, right? And if you're watching on Twitch, then hit that follow button and let's connect, guys, and let's make some positive changes and give it back to the community, right? Okay, this is all from our operating system. I mean, from our C language and studying about pointers and all. Now we can. hope you guys are able to see. Okay, now let's have some fun. Let's play some chess. Let's see what we have here. So what should we do? All right, let's play some. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have? Okay, black to move, and well, first of all, I'm just a beginner, so in chess, in chess as well. So I don't know a lot of stuff, but I know the basics of chess. So we'll see what we can do better here. What are the best ways? Okay, so we cannot move this bishop. It will be a check. All right. Mm, if we take, it's a check, but will be eliminated by the knight, and king can attack as well. Then what are the good options we can? Then what do we have? We cannot move this knight as well. I mean this bishop as well. Nothing makes any sense. Doesn't make any sense. And what if we take this? It's a how queen is goner. What should we do? What should we play? Can't play this. Cannot play our queen. Okay, what a check. What did it play? Okay, it was here and gone over there. I'm clueless, guys. I'm clueless. I am just clueless. Let's get a hint. Okay, it is saying to play the knight. What we should, where should we place this knight? Uh, can we play it here? Mm, can't go. Will be taken. Can taken. If we go it to e7, uh, not a good choice though. Doesn't do anything. If we go it like this is a yeah, and now we can capture the queen and the this. Boom, we did it. We did that. That was good. So we played this knight on b6, but that was a blunder from white, putting the queen on c6. That can be easily taken with this and then this. Yeah, it was a bad move. Okay, then I think we should end our stream today, and this is it. from my side. We will stream tomorrow, maybe around 4 o'clock. Okay, and we will improve day by day from here. So, thank you guys for joining, who had joined us uh, today, joined our first stream, our, my first live, and whoever post their comments in chat section. Make sure to hit subscribe and yeah, make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to hit that follow button on Twitch if you are watching on Twitch. Thanks for your chat. Thanks for your patience of watching the stream. Thank you. Thank you guys. I am ending the stream now. Bye. Uh, Tomorrow we will study more about stack and heap memory. I will describe the differences between these memories, how do they work, what are malloc, realloc, and calloc, with the code as well with examples, and then we will uh, uh, you know then we will study more about our pointers, how to then interact with the memory, and why are they so much important in C language. Right, we will talk about undefined behavior. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. All right. Okay, guys. Then it's we should call out it a day. And thank you for joining. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.